Ah, yes. Nothing makes me more happier than a cup of cereal in the morning. Or maybe a bowl of spaghetti. Or maybe a sweet potato sandwiched between two normal potatoes. Or how about a banana? If you're a breakfast enthusiast like me, you've most likely consumed this little known thing called carbohydrates. But what are carbohydrates? You might be asking. Well, according to Wikipedia, a carbohydrate is a biomolecule consisting of carbon C, hydrogens H, and oxygen O atoms. Usually a hydrogen-oxygen atom ratio of 2:1 as in water, and thus, okay, how about we start over then? Carbohydrates, to put it simply, are compounds that contain carbon elements. They are usually divided into three categories. You got the monosaccharides, aka the simple sugars. You also got the disaccharides, also known as the not so simple sugars. I made it up, it's not a real term, don't look it up. Lastly, you got the polysaccharides, aka the complex sugars. We'll be going over these one by one and see how these three function. First of all, you got these simple sugars, which are the simplest form of carbohydrates. You have glucose, which is the main sugar found in your blood. Examples of glucose foods include soda, pasta sauce, and dates. Fructose, which gives most fruits their sweet flavor. And then you have galactose, aka the milk sugar. Examples include honey and hamburgers. Disaccharides are made out of two monosaccharides combined through condensation. Like for example maltose, which is a combination of two glucose molecules. Foods include onion rings, pizza, and kielbasa, which is apparently just a sausage. Next you have lactose, which is basically just milk. Here's what you need to know. Lactose equals milk. Anything that has to do with milk is lactose. And lastly, you have sucrose, which is a sugar composed of glucose and fructose subunits. Examples include coffee, papaya, and sweet corn. Polysaccharides are the most complicated form of carbs, as complicated as understanding the universe. And just like the universe, makes me want to kill myself. Now, in order to understand them, you need at least more than one brain cell, a PhD in biochemistry, and must be over 6 foot tall in order to continue this video. Buckle up because we are going to get dangerous, political, and most of all, complex. Polysaccharides are composed of multiple monosaccharides. There are two types of these complex sugars, homopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides. Homopolysaccharides are composed of the same type of sugars. First of all, you have glycogen, which are a chain of molecules. Examples include most whole grain foods. Cellulose, which is actually the material of the cell wall in plant cells, which makes cellulose foods mostly vegetable. Starch is produced by most green plants for energy storage. Foods include cereal, tortillas, and rice. And lastly, you got insulin. Inulin. Sorry. Inulin is a chain of fructofuranose molecules. Fructofuranose is the free form of fructose. Foods include most garnish, such as onions, garlic, and asparagus. Heteropolysaccharides are molecules composed of multiple different sugars. First of all, you have hyaluronic acid, which is a natural substance found from nasal or eye fluids. Foods include tofu and almonds. So here's where the food examples end. I will no longer be listing any food examples after this. Next you have heparin, which is a medicine used to treat or prevent blood clots. Chondroitin 4-sulfate is a calcium accumulation used for cartilage and bone formation. Gamma globulin is an antibody naturally found in blood or other bodily fluids of vertebrates. Carbs are by far the most overlooked things in our diet. Some are bad, some are good, and um, uh, so did I waste 48 hours of editing just for nothing?